Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 12 of Expedition Online Glacier Bay. I'm Sam Donovan, and with me tonight is Carl, as well as Season 1 champion Jess Martin. How are you guys doing tonight?
Awesome. How are you?
Can't complain. Gonna be a good night. Carl, are you excited for tonight?
I'm so excited! Woo!
It's gonna be a super fun night. Coming off of last night's Crossroads, I think we just do a quick recap on that because it was kind of electric. We lost King Carl. King Carl vacates his throne and is no longer in the game. He joins the jury. Jess, you were a big fan of Carl throughout the game. How do you think he played his way through?
Carl was playing a great game, but I think his big mistake last night was not hopping in any different rooms. The previous Crossroads, him and Josh seemed a little cocky that they didn't think they were going to get voted out, and I don't think they took the necessary steps to ensure their safety. People obviously saw Carl and Josh as a tight 1-2 pair once they split Haley and David up, and I don't think Carl really had that on his radar, which was his downfall. But overall, he still played a great game, and he'll be an electric jury member to watch.
That's for sure.
I don't think there's any doubt there. So the vote comes down to Carl. There were 4 votes for him, 1 vote Josh, and 1 vote Mike. And for the first time in many, many nights, we saw 2 Destiny's tokens played. Everybody's expecting Josh and Carl play their tokens. Josh did. However, David was the second person to play it, leading to a lot of confusion to where those Josh and Mike votes came from. Carl, as a player, how does that mess with your psyche when you know not 1 but 2 Destiny's tokens were played and you're not really sure where that vote came down from?
Well, it's complete chaos at this point, right? And I don't know if David meant to do it. I'll be looking forward to seeing how he handles it tonight. But basically, at this point, no one knows where that the vote for Mike came from. And honestly, even if David says otherwise, it's going to be really hard to believe that Carl did not play that Destiny's token.
Yeah, I think Josh has been saying it best. Every day is a new day, and coming out of that vote, you're definitely going to have to adjust your strategy, kind of see where the night goes. Speaking of adjusting and seeing where everything goes, Danielle, I think, is playing with a lot of fire right now. I'm very much excited to watch her play. She was the rogue vote on Josh, and has been saying a lot of truths, a lot of lies. So I'm very excited to see her. I think without further ado, we jump right into day 12. Let's get it on.
So I decided to play my Destiny token, not so much to try to keep me safe, but more so I don't have to make the decision and piss somebody off, because I'm not voting for Carl, and if Carl's going home, I'm not having my vote land on somebody that's still in the game if I'm still there. That's just bad news.
For me, it's obvious that Olivia and Mike are a pair, David and Danielle, me and Danielle, kind of me and Josh, and I guess me and Bambi. Not really officially because, we're just being Kelly, so we're just gonna be the presumed pair.
Mod Carl here, subbing in for Challenge Mods Jess. Today, you're going to be playing Mind Over Matter. You're going to need 5 red solo cups, a whiteboard, and a marker. Now, yesterday, you should have been told to fill one of your red solo cups up with water and to put it in the freezer to freeze overnight. And so today, you should have 1 frozen cup with ice in it, and it should look something like this. Today's challenge is a good old game of trivia. Every round, Docs will ask you all individually a series of questions in a random order. Answer your question correctly, and you get to target one of your fellow explorers. Answer the question wrong, you don't get to target anyone. Players with 5 strikes are eliminated. You didn't think we were going to make it that easy for you, did you? You will start the game with the cup of cold ice in one hand. This hand will have to hold the cup of ice the entirety of the game, so make sure you choose which hand you want to start with wisely. For every strike you get sent your way by your fellow explorers, you will need to add 1 cup on top of your frozen cup. Build the tower of cups up, making sure that you balance it well. Because if the tower falls, then you're eliminated. And if you pass more than 5 cups, that's your base frozen cup, with 1, 2, 3, 4 cups, then you're eliminated. In other words, 5 strikes from your fellow explorers, and you are out.
Welcome to Mind Over Matter. Our explorers are right now holding onto a frozen solo cup. I'm going to ask them a question. If they get it right, they can assign a solo cup to one of their fellow explorers. Their hands are already starting to freeze, so we are going to jump into this. Danielle is our first contestant. Danielle, this is your question. What Louis Fonsi song featured Daddy Yankee, already a global mega hit, reached new heights on the US charts after Justin Bieber joined the remix in 2017? All right, we need an answer.
Say You Love Me.
That is incorrect. It is Despacito.
No idea.
Okay.
How do you know that?
Well, this is going to be fun.
Olivia. Question number 2. What animal species also goes by the Latin scientific name Homo sapiens sapiens?
Is it humans?
The correct answer is the human species. You can assign a cup to somebody.
David, I'm sorry. I feel like you're going to be really good at this.
No worries.
All right, David gets the first cup awarded to him, and David is actually up.
Oh, that was stupid.
David, in the world of finance, what does the acronym ROI stand for?
Return on investments.
That is correct, David. You may award a cup to another explorer.
I'll hit Olivia back.
Olivia, there's your second cup. Bambi, you're up next. What is the universal shape of the stop sign?
Octagon?
That is correct. Bambi got this correct, so please award another explorer with a cup.
I feel like David made them.
David.
Really? Okay.
Mike, you are up. What country voted to leave the European Union in 2016 and as of January 31st, 2020 is the first and only country to have successfully done so?
I think it's England.
I'm sorry, it is not England, it is Great Britain.
Oh.
Joshua.
Okay.
Which Las Vegas-based company is the world's most prominent mixed martial arts promoter and event producer?
Dude, I don't know. Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai is close. It is the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship. And to close out this first round, Mariana.
All right.
What multinational corporation dominates shoe sales every year with subsidiary brands like Air Force One and Jordan?
Is it Nike?
It is Nike, Mariana. That is correct. So go ahead and award a cup to another explorer.
I'm gonna go with Mike.
Mike has his first
Sorry,
cup.
Mike.
So after the first round, we have David with 2, Olivia with 1, and Mike with 1. Everybody's still in it, so let's get Olivia's question. What American retail giant with a red bullseye logo is a component of the S&P 500 and is traded as TGT in the New York Stock Exchange?
Target.
That is correct. Olivia, please dish that out.
David, sorry.
David with another cup. Okay, this question is for David. Which president oversaw the United States of America through the 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis?
John F. Kennedy.
That is.
I'll give one to Joshua.
Joshua.
Thanks, David.
If shopping in Germany, what currency would you be using?
Is it the... I'm going to go Deutschmark.
That is incorrect. The Deutschmark is no longer, it's the euro.
Oh, what the... Can I stop
Okay,
thinking?
our next question goes to Mariana. The kiwi is a flightless bird, true or false?
I'm gonna go with true.
That is correct. Award a cup.
I'm gonna go. Mike, I'm sorry, Mike.
'Cause I'm getting
Mike.
so many questions right.
All right, the next question is for Bambi.
You're not touching me.
What is Bambi? What is the code number of the fictional MI6 agent James Bond?
777.
You said 777?
Yeah.
It's close. 007. 007. So that is incorrect. Danielle. See how good you are at math. What is the square root of 100?
I suck at math. 10? I don't know.
Well, 10 is correct.
Okay. Sweet. Sorry, Mariana.
Mariana with her first cup. All right, our next question for Joshua. Which of the following is not a Which of the following is not a primary color? Yellow, green, blue, or red?
Green.
And you said green. Green is correct, so go ahead and dish out a cup.
David, sorry, bud.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
David with his fourth cup as we end this round. And David is out. So we're down to 6 explorers. All right, so for this round, stealing is allowed. And the way stealing works is we are going to ask the explorer the question. If they get it wrong, if you say your name, you can steal the question. And if you answer it correctly, you can give a cup out. If you answer it incorrectly on a steal, you have to put a cup on your own stack. Our first question in round 3 goes to Olivia. What former quartet trio as of 2000 had us all jumping in 1999 and surviving in 2001?
Insane.
That is incorrect.
Rima or Bambi.
Did somebody want to steal?
Yeah, I do, Bambi.
Bambi. Okay, Bambi. What's your steal?
Destiny's Child.
That is correct. Destiny's Child. And Mike is out. Maybe a big Destiny's Child fan, I'm not sure. Bambi, that is correct. It is Destiny's Child.
I'm gonna go with Mariana.
Mariana. Next question goes to Joshua.
I'm out.
And Mariana's out. We go to Joshua. Joshua, which Star Trek character said, logic clearly dictates that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few?
Spock.
Spock is correct. So Joshua, you may dish a cup out.
Bambi.
Bambi. Now it's Bambi's turn for her question. Which of the following trees is not an evergreen? The blue spruce, the longleaf pine, or the weeping willow?
Weeping Willow.
That is correct. You may dish out a cup.
Joshua.
Joshua gets his second. And we will close this round with Danielle. Danielle, what comic universe do Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman belong to?
Oh my gosh, I should know the answer to this. Marvel?
It is not Marvel. That is incorrect.
Olivia Steele. Olivia Steele.
Joshua, I heard Joshua first.
DC.
The DC universe is correct.
Bambi.
And Bambi gets a cup. In this round,
I dropped.
stealing is still allowed, and Joshua's out. All right, so we are down to our final 3, round 4. Danielle goes first. Bambi goes second. And Olivia goes third. So Danielle, you get the first question in this round. Stealing is still allowed this round. Although often described as a full democracy, Canada actually has a parliamentary system within what form of government?
I'm from Canada. Oh my gosh.
If one person was going to get this, it would be you. So what's your answer, Danielle?
Liberal?
Liberal is not correct. Does somebody want to steal?
Bambi. Monarchy?
It is a monarchy. It's a constitutional monarchy. Bambi.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Bambi, you may dish out a cup.
Yeah.
Who?
Me?
Danielle.
Danielle. So Danielle gets her first cup.
Honestly, I deserve a cup because I should know that.
Bambi, which quirky character from a popular sitcom that aired from 1994 to 2004 says, "Oh, I wish I could, but I don't want to"?
I have no idea.
Okay, no guess?
No guess.
Anybody want to steal?
I don't know it.
I have no idea.
Okay, the answer is Phoebe Buffay from Friends. Our next question goes to Olivia. This is the final question from this round. Which tennis player coined the catchphrase, "You cannot be serious"?
Serena Williams.
It is not Serena Williams. Does somebody want to steal?
Bambi. Okay.
Bambi.
Federer?
Federer is incorrect. Bambi, you have to place a cup on your stack.
Danielle?
Danielle, go ahead and steal.
Is it Vanessa Williams?
It is
That's
not
not
Vanessa
her name.
Williams, so Danielle, you have to place a cup on your stack.
Oh.
John McEnroe.
Oh.
Stealing is not allowed this round. First question to Danielle. No stealing. Which of the following cities or regions has never had a Real Housewives franchise? Las Vegas, Miami. Olivia's out. Las Vegas, Miami, Orange County, Vancouver, the DMV, DC, Maryland, and Virginia, or Auckland?
Auckland.
The correct answer is Las Vegas. So that is incorrect. Including Moo and Mewtwo, how many Pokemon are there in the first generation of Pocket Monsters?
4.
Close, 151. So you don't get that correct. So we will move on to the next round between Bambi and Danielle. On this round, if you get an answer correctly, you may either award a cup or you may remove a cup. So you can remove a cup from your stack or you can award a cup to the other explorer. So Bambi goes first. Let's get Bambi's question. After the ego and superego, what is the third part of the personality according to Sigmund Freud?
It's like id or whatever.
What's your answer?
Id, something like that.
It is correct. So would you like to award a cup?
Yep, Danielle.
Okay, Danielle, she's awarding a cup to you.
Okay. I'm done.
Oh, and with that, Bambi has won the exemption challenge.
Oh, girl, I was shaking. My hands. Oh my
All right,
gosh,
well,
my
congratulations, Bambi. You have one individual exemption, which means you may not be voted out. For the other 6, we are going to be voting somebody out in an hour. You may jump back to camp, and I will see you in 1 hour.
And with that, our friend Carl, you designed that challenge and it is in the books. And what a fun challenge it was. I think combining mental trivia and some physical, mind over matter, fighting the ice was a very fun challenge to watch. And Bambi wins exemption. So I'm very curious to see if she is very popular at camp. What do you guys think Bambi's thoughts will be now with exemption tonight?
I'm not sure exactly what she plans, but what I expect to see is someone who has a plan, someone who's voices her plan because she needs to start making moves. She needs to start showing to the jury that she is worth giving the prize to at the end. And so I'm expecting her to use that comfort tonight to make something happen, something that she wants to happen.
Yeah, and I think she'll definitely be a popular person to come talk to. On the other side, Mike dropped after 2 cups, both of which were given to him by Mariana, and he seemed less than pleased when she kept giving him cups. Jess, any reading into that fireworks that could potentially happen tonight between those two?
Yeah, I don't think that was the best move on her part. She's had conversations with Mike before about a little tension and throwing names out. And I think she could have put the cups on someone else like David, who's a common target, versus someone like she might need Mike in her trio with the 2 other girls. It will be interesting to see. I think her name could very well be thrown out tonight. I think Mike's could get thrown out tonight. I'm gonna guess that's who she's going for.
Yeah, it certainly seems so. And if Mariana's name gets thrown out, she has a compass. Danielle also has a compass, and we mentioned how she's been playing with fire recently, so that could raise some fireworks. And Mike and Josh still have their halves, which is pretty much common knowledge to everybody at this point. So we could see some advantages played. David is out of his Destiny's token, and he was targeted early on in the challenge. Carl, do you think David could be at risk tonight even?
I mean, at this point, with the majority of women and the party, I think the men should be worried. In fact, I on the other hand, I think the woman should not overplay the majority, because if the guys get together because they're scared of a woman majority, then they may be able to bring that compass finally together and be able to maybe make a move. That's something that a lot of people have been thinking would not be possible. But if the men are made to feel that they are threatened and they are a minority and they have zero power, that is something they may look into doing tonight.
For sure. I think that's definitely something that could happen. I think anybody's name is really up for grabs, of course, except for Bambi.
Except for Bambi.
So I don't think we waste any more time. I say we go and check out how strategy time is going.
The thing is, there's 2 people I believe are truly in the middle where they can go either way right now. And that's Josh and Bambi. Next round, I feel like Josh and Bambi will have a lot of power to determine who will go home.
I have no idea, honestly, where I would go. So I'm pretty much open. I'll probably just do what I hear the most at this point. So
Yeah. And I haven't heard anyone's name except for like everyone seems like, just from the last couple of days, everyone seems to think Mariana has the compass.
Right.
And so like that's a dangerous tool for us. So
sure is. But I don't know, it's all about if you can think that will go in your favor, not if she plays it. So I don't know. I really have no idea at this point, like who would have it or not. It does make sense that Mariana would have it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out like who is the best person for my game to target, you know?
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, and don't blame me for that, for sure. I hope it's not me. I appreciate it if it's not. But you know, if it has to be, I guess that's in the name of the game. But whatever.
I got a vote. Somebody voted for me. So I have to figure that out. I have to figure out who voted for me.
I am really like, I don't know, sketched out who could do that. Like who was gonna just like go for him.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea. It did seem like Mariana was kind of picking on him during the challenge. So like it could be her. I feel like I thought it was her yesterday, but I didn't want to assume anything. I just feel like it is her.
I don't trust her.
No, I don't trust her either, but I'm pretty sure she has a compass.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't really know what to do.
I mean, I think we have to like make her believe that she's gonna be eliminated so she can use it. But no one was throwing her name out for the last couple days. So
yeah.
I feel like how serious we have to make it.
So everyone makes her think it's her, and then we vote Josh.
Yeah, he's a strong competitor, so.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I'm down with that.
I'm nervous.
I need to really reconsider some of my relationships. Yeah, at this point, like, I know, like, Bambi's left in this game from Callie, but to be honest, like, I don't feel good about her. Like, she doesn't give me anything. Like,
Olivia came to me first and threw Danielle's name under the bus. So I just told Danielle, like, hey, like, I've been hearing from people, like, that you were the one that voted for me. And it was because of this big, like, vote reveal in the main chat, in the main room, when Josh and I were kind of separated. And Danielle denied it, which I knew she would. Like, no big deal. Whether or not she's telling the truth or not, I don't know.
Are me and you still tight? Because, like, you're my girl, and I am hoping the fuck we are, because Mike told me that you told him I voted him.
I did not say that. I said...
I just brought it up in front of him, because he told me that you told him that yesterday.
Howdy.
Hey, I did not tell him that. Because you never told me that you did.
That's weird, because he said that you said that. David was in the room, actually, at the time.
We were talking about who could have potentially voted him, and we were like, it could potentially be Danielle because she didn't have a piece of paper. I never went to him and said, Danielle voted for you.
I was like, I'm really hurt by that. I was like, I can't believe Olivia would
No,
say that.
I did not say that.
Yeah. Because I didn't vote for Mike. Like,
no, I believe you. I think everyone was just trying to figure out who it was, and then, like, people were saying it could be you just because you didn't have the paper. He even said it could have been you.
But I am 100% sure where the Mike vote came from. Everyone is positive, absolutely positive, that Carl played his destiny token. No one knows or even suspects that I played mine instead. Carl was totally the Mike vote. Absolutely he was. But the assumption is that someone still in the game voted for Mike, and that really gnaws at Mike, and it created a lot of paranoia. And there was a lot of arguing today between Danielle, Olivia, Mike, as to what that vote was.
I'm not really in a position to really say anything, because coming out of the last vote, obviously I was somewhat blindsided, and my ally went home, so I don't feel like I'm in the position to kind of stand up and say, well, we need to go after this person,
Oh, no. I mean, that's the way I was yesterday, where Carl was asking me what the plan was for me, and I was like, I'm at the bottom. What do you mean? What's the plan? I'm not the one to make the plan.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely think, like, things have been really fluid and changing, but I definitely think me and you are at the bottom in different ways on different votes. So if we can kind of unite the people that are most vulnerable against the people that are calling the shots. But then again, is anyone really calling the shots? It seems to be pretty fluid a lot of the time. But just know that, like, I'm not targeting you this round, and I really do want to work with you. And, hopefully we can make something happen. So
yeah, absolutely. I have no intent of taking you out, because I think that'd be probably one of the worst things I could do at this point, just because, like you said, we're two of the guys that have been blindsided pretty much back to back, and it obviously means that they didn't want us having any kind of leverage or whatever. So
right. They wanted us playing more alone than we were, and they succeeded in that, in different votes.
Things are really coming together for me, and I am taking control of this game at the exact right point in time. And people don't really know right now that I have, I think, more allies and more cards than anyone.
So who do you guys want to vote? I feel like I'm being labeled, and I feel like I'm in trouble now. Like,
I would never vote for you. And if I heard your name come up, I would tell you immediately.
I haven't heard your name either. I really don't think you're in trouble.
Like, I promise you, I haven't heard your name at all.
And I really don't think Mike thinks that you're the one anyhow. Like, I don't think that's gaining traction.
He told me yesterday he did, but we can just let it go.
It's weird because
he's obviously trying to throw me under the bus, which is
you're
annoying.
both playing it different ways, which is fucking weird. We're like, I don't know. I'm just confused. I just don't understand.
Ugh.
Yeah, all we need is 4 tonight. You know, it can be as easy as the 3 of us and someone else, and you know, we can make whatever move we want.
Who do you want to vote out, Olivia?
Will you say anything if I?
No, I promise. I won't say anything.
I promise I'll keep it here. I really will.
I'm honestly kind of pissed at Mike for saying that to you.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Josh and Mike both have compasses, so if we go that direction, like, we almost have to split the vote.
And Mariana would vote with us because I think she's like freaking out, and she thinks
Mariana for sure will vote out Mike for sure. I don't know about
Yeah.
Josh. She'll vote out Mike for sure.
she actually told me she was even thinking about Josh. The only thing is I don't think we can tell Bambi because she and Mike are really close.
It's so funny because everyone's labeling you and Mike as a duo to Olivia. That's fucking hilarious. I'm so confused. I'm not gonna lie, like it's confusing as fuck because everyone's like Mike and Olivia are a duo, and then Mike told me that, and then you say this, and then but I am 100% like if the 3 of us and Mariana vote together, I'm down with that. I feel like Josh and Mike are both huge targets in the game, and I trust David. I trust you, David. So like I would, yeah. And Bambi has a exemption anyway, so she's not even an option.
We can't vote Bambi. Yeah. But we can't tell Bambi if we do end up.
No. Bambi and Mike are close.
Olivia certainly seems to be in the middle of a lot of things. She seems to have trust with a lot of people, but I don't trust her at all. She hasn't made a whole lot of an effort to make me feel like she actually wants to work with me.
I was able to really reaffirm over and over again who I can trust. And it is for sure Mike and David. For sure. Like, I want to go to the end with them.
Who? 4 is done.
So it's done.
Well, I don't understand. Like Olivia came to me, and I don't feel like I threw her under the bus. I said, like, I think it made sense what she said.
Yeah.
Given the information she had. So she completely denied it, like full on stop. Like,
really?
Danielle. Yeah.
Oh, that changes a lot because.
And I gave her an out. Like, she didn't know that necessarily, but like I told Danielle, I was like, I'm going to give her you were there. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Like, I don't think that she meant it in any sort of like harmful way. I think it was just the information she had. It made sense. So she was coming to warn me.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I really can't tell if Olivia and Mariana are like in with each other now.
They are. I think we just put the votes on Olivia at this point. I know I don't want to do that because I really gave you and her my word, but if she threw my name out. She's now throwing my name out. So I'm not in with her anymore.
I totally understand that. I still think we need to split it, Mariana and Olivia.
Okay with that. I just want to make sure that Olivia has enough votes to like that I don't get like screwed in the process.
That's fair. That is fair.
Right.
Yeah. So but, like you, me, and Danielle are still a strong 3.
As far as I know, yes.
Like,
and like you, me, and David are a strong 3 too.
Yeah. No, dude, David, I like completely trust at this point. Like he has nowhere to go.
And Josh, have you talked to Josh at all?
I have, and he seems like he needs us.
Yeah. I think the 4 of us try to like make this like flip this around.
Yeah, I agree. I am so about that. And yeah, because like I talked to Mariana and like it's crazy because I literally cannot get a good read on her because she claims she doesn't have the compass. And if she doesn't, the only other person that would like know where to look would be Danielle. And I feel like I can read Danielle pretty well and I would know.
I think we put 3 votes on Olivia, we put 2 votes on Mariana. And then if both of them vote for me, then we know where Olivia stood anyway.
Right. I think that's a great plan.
Right? So 3 on Olivia, 2 on Mariana.
Yeah. I'm good
Okay.
with that. So who's doing who?
Right, that's what we got to figure out.
I'm excited for what could happen. I think there's some really good stuff that could come of this. Of course, Carl and I were pinned as a duo, and now that everything's kind of under the bridge, Carl's out, I don't really have that duo anymore. I'm on the bottom. It's giving me a lot more opportunities than I actually had before, which is better than I could have asked for. And it kind of plays into that you have to give some to take some. I gave up Carl, but I'm giving myself a better position, I feel personally, in this game.
Just the people we wanted to talk to.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are we doing?
3 on Olivia, 1 of us on Mariana, and get Danielle to vote for Mariana.
You think it'll work?
I think so.
The best case, the worst case scenario is that 3 votes are on me, 3 votes on Olivia. We revote, 3 of you guys vote Olivia out.
Okay.
Okay.
Are
you really worried about a compass being played on her?
Possibly, but I don't think that they know that Olivia is the vote.
Right.
Right.
I don't think they would.
Do you think it's possible that there's an extra vote out there or anything that could really mangle this?
No.
It could. I mean, I'm going to put my risk out there. I mean, Josh, I could ask you for the half compass. I mean, like that's that's the only time I'm gonna say it. But like,
absolutely,
there's potential for us to like block that.
Yeah.
Right. I think we'll be good, but we'll gauge it obviously at crossroads. Like if it happens and we need to do it, I'll do it. But because we're gonna have that one safety vote, hopefully.
Right.
So.
Right.
So who's gonna vote what? Who's the Mariana?
Who wants to do it?
It doesn't really matter to me.
I can do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And then the rest of us, Olivia, and we get her on the revote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So girls are voting for Mariana, guys are voting for Olivia.
Yep. Okay.
Done.
That's done.
Love it.
All right.
I really hope this
Last time we talk about that because we don't want to.
No, lock it in. Like this is it.
We're good.
This is it. All right.
Okay.
You have my word.
There's an alliance that I think could do really well as long as we stick together. Being myself, David, Mike, and Bambi.
You have to go to Mike's house. David is on board.
Yeah, I know. Us 4, right? Okay, so like the conversations being had between the other people here, Bambi, Mike, me, and Josh. Like, so the plan was to vote Mariana, but then they want to split the votes with Olivia and David on Mariana. Or sorry, they would want to split the votes onto you, Olivia, between the 2 of you.
Wait, who?
What?
That's the first my name has come up all season. Wait, who said it?
So they think that I'm mad at you because you told Mike that I fucking voted him, and Mike's saying that you did tell him that, and then you're saying that you didn't.
I did not.
So anyways, either way, so they're like, well, it'd just be better to vote Olivia as the other half because she obviously made you mad, Danielle. And I'm thinking in my head, she hasn't actually made me mad because I believe her, but...
Wait, so Josh, Bambi, and Mike are talking about potentially voting me?
No, splitting the votes between Mariana and you. Because they think if Mariana plays a compass...
Yeah, okay. Mike needs to go.
So I said,
guys, honestly, at this point, I have to go with numbers. I have the compass. I'm telling you guys both right now, I have the compass.
Okay.
That's staying between
Wait,
us,
really?
okay? Yeah, I found it on Kelly's page or whatever. So please, I'm
oh my god.
I'm just telling you guys because I trust you, okay? That's why I need you guys. I really need you. But if you guys want to flake me, I'll play it.
No. For a while, I was like sussed out by Mariana, and then today she admitted to me that she had a compass, and I mean, it did take a lot of me pressuring her to do it, but she still did it. So I was really happy about that. And wait, now I'm nervous because I'm hearing my name. Like, what if Mike and Josh play their half compasses together?
I know, that's what I'm...
They're not going to. They're not that smart. I think
yes, they are. Yes, they are.
No,
Josh
Mike-
is literally talking about like the physics of like holding ice in a cup. Like, he is smart.
When I met Kelly Wentworth and got to hang out with her, I got a compass. I did that solo cup challenge and I won a compass and I've completely denied it. And nobody's even looked into it or I think questioned it, which is hilarious to me.
There's one more other compass out there, and I am believing it to be Danielle because only Danielle knows how these games work and where to find compasses initially.
So I really think that Josh will vote out Mike.
But wasn't he talking about splitting the votes with me?
Mike, that was brought up in the conversation, yeah.
Whose idea was it?
Well, we were all talking and we're like, well, we'd have to split the votes so that if Mariana uses the compass, then somebody else goes home. And then it's like, there was only 4 of us in there, so it was between you and David. And they're like, well, Danielle, because Mariana was lying to you, Olivia would be the easy one to vote.
Yeah. Okay, so now I know that Mike has no issue throwing my name around.
But they don't want to vote out David, which means they're trying to stay guy strong, in my opinion.
Do you think David is with us? Like with the 3 of us?
I think David is with us.
I think he is more so.
So do you think we all vote Mike or do we all vote Josh?
I think we all vote Mike.
But what if we play the compass because Mike knows his name is out there?
Well, when we were talking to Bambi previously, when it was us in a chat, it was saying to throw some votes onto Josh in case Mariana played the compass. So maybe Bambi will actually throw votes onto Josh because of that.
So she'll probably vote me.
Do you think she'd vote you out? Like, fuck, what the hell's happening here? I don't understand. I'm a loyal person here. Like, I fucking love you guys.
No, same. I would love to get to the end with you guys. Like, you guys have been nothing but like friends in this game, and like I really appreciate you guys like telling me any information. Like, it really does like reflect on you guys. So thank you.
The thing is that Mike's trying to like basically turn us against each other because he told me that you both told him.
Yeah, I'm done with Mike. I am done with him.
Yeah, same.
So
let's try to. I'm gonna jump into the fire and hope David or Josh jump over. But like I would try to just But the vote is Mike then.
Mike, yeah, but let me know, guys, if I need to play the compass.
If Mike or them talk to Mike. Tell Mike Josh.
Okay, wait.
No.
Hold on. If let's say that right before Crossroads, the vote, like we should switch the vote from Mike to Josh. Like we should have a signal.
Okay, what?
I'm thinking.
How about this?
Or what about if I just like put my hair up?
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Okay. I'll be like this. I'll be like something with my hair. If you see me fixing it,
I'll take my toque off and put my hair up.
All right, I'll just be like fixing my hair.
Or like Danielle, maybe you should do this once you realize, and like we should both play with our.
Is to know that we're voting Josh instead of Mike.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we all vote for him or should we split it?
No split. Too risky right now. It's 7. No split.
David comes and tells me that Olivia is flat out denying any of it's true. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like if she's gonna make me feel like a liar, which I'm not lying, you did do that. You were the first one to come and tell me this. I don't trust Olivia anymore.
So what am I doing? Am I
That's an excellent question.
going home? Like, I don't know.
I have no idea.
Because it's very clear that there are people throwing my name under the bus. And like we'll figure it out, I guess.
I've heard my name too. We're not the only ones.
No, I get it, but like there are people that don't make sense that are throwing my name under the bus.
Like, who are you referring to? Not me.
No. You know who I'm referring to.
I was going to say, what? Because, like, if there is, tell me what's going on, because that's not happening.
I'm going to be honest. I'm, like, really hurt. So, like, I'm trying to play this coolly, but, like...
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Like, I don't get why this is happening.
It's fucked because of everything that got said.
Right. And I'm the one that's being the honest one, and yet I'm the one that's now potentially going home.
So you're talking about your name because of me writing your name down as a vote, or your name being voted out tonight?
My name being voted out tonight.
Yeah, no. Who told you that then? I will confront them. I am not I will straight up confront people.
I was told Olivia is putting my name out there.
That's a problem. Like, people are saying things and like twisting it into things that aren't, like, it's so fucked.
It's weird because at times I wanted to get rid of Mike so badly, and then at times I wanted to work with him because he was telling me, oh, I really want to go to the end with you and Bambi. And I thought, like, okay, that could be a solid final 3, especially because it seems like a lot of the jury is bitter and won't vote for him, so he might be a good option to take to the end.
So this is the way I look at it, David. Me and you are basically in the swing vote right now. So me and you vote with Mariana and Olivia and vote out Mike. Or me and you vote with Mike and Bambi and vote out Mariana or Josh. Was that where we were at the beginning?
Yeah.
So what do you feel? Because I don't want to vote out Mariana.
No. I don't want to vote out Mariana either.
But now Mike's saying that he wants to vote out Olivia.
Yeah.
Or what? He didn't say that thoroughly, but I'm pretty sure that's what he's getting at.
Right. Out of all the people mentioned, who do you trust the least?
I don't know who's lying to me. Because people are trying to, like, label me, but, one of them is lying.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if it's Mike or if it's Olivia, because they're both denying it. And it was in front of you, and then it just happened again. Like, and it's like, they're both denying it. Like, one, like, I don't know.
I'll say this, like, I follow some different online orgs. I know Olivia has won before. I know Olivia has a pretty big reputation.
Welcome to our final 7 explorers to another crossroads. Tonight, you will be sending another member off to the jury. If you like to gamble, I advise you not to bet on that to be Bambi. Bambi won the individual exemption tonight. Mind over matter exemption challenge. Bambi, what does winning exemption mean for your game tonight?
It means my name was not in anyone's mouth, and that made me really happy for once.
What about as far as how popular you are back at camp? Were people interested in talking to you, talking strategy?
I mean, I feel like I was trying to talk to everyone else, be like, can I figure out what's going on? But I don't know. I felt like it was like pretty even in terms of like talking. I didn't feel any popular than I normally do.
Okay. David, it is an interesting element to this challenge, the ability to hand cups over to other explorers that will add to their stack. Safe to say that you got more than your fair share of cups early on?
Yeah. Certainly did.
What's up with that?
I don't know. Certainly people thought I was going to be pretty good at it, so I think once I started getting some cups, it was easy to maybe focus on me to get me out. But I don't take it personally. It's part of the game.
Mike, you also dropped out early. Did this challenge expose anything about not only who was targeted, but also who wasn't targeted?
I think so. I mean, Mariana truly likes me, so that's fun.
Any surprises with the cup allocations?
No, I don't think so. I think, again, Mariana and I have our fun going on. So I wasn't surprised she targeted me. And I think that, Josh was kind of, somebody that they would target at some point. I was surprised that David was targeted as quickly as he was, but I'm not surprised that he was one of the targets.
Mariana, do you want to respond to Mike suggesting that there's something between the two of you there?
I mean, I like Mike. I really do. I don't know why he thinks I hate him so much. And I hope you don't think it was personal to be attacking me with the ice challenge.
It's a game. We're in the final 7.
I mean, yeah. You know what's been said at the camp, I guess, about us saying each other's names, so.
Mariana, as we get down to fewer and fewer players, I'm just waiting for y'all to come back in to Crossroads and say, you know what, Docs? An hour is way too long. We had plenty of time to talk to everybody. Is that the case tonight?
No, we need another hour, Docs.
Another hour? All right, well, I'm going to send you... No, just kidding. Tell me about what was strategy time like then?
It was intense, for sure. Definitely heard my name again. I know it's cliche at this point, right, because I'm Team Kelly, but I think there's other reasons why people are targeting me, so...
Yeah, I mean, I do have to say, at some point we have to cry wolf, but was everybody jumping around? Was it really active, or was it clear that certain people are staying in the same rooms?
It was real active.
Okay, so possibly a wide open vote, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like this vote's gonna be crazy as every single time because it's all over the map. Ugh.
Good. I like that. I mean, you all do keep me definitely in the dark, and I even was going to elaborate on that in a second. Does anybody want to take control of this Crossroads? Does anybody feel like I'm in trouble? Let me just, like, speak up. I'll give you the open forum right now. Yeah, you all do this to me. Joshua, is it too early for people to start thinking about who they want to be sitting next to at the end?
I think the show that this is based off, my number one favorite show, we all know what it is, Unspoken Show.
2.5 Men.
Yeah, 2.5 Men.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's never too early to start thinking about it, but there is a time where it's too early to start acting on it. And I think we're at a comfortable position where it's starting to be you're trying to figure it out. You have to go into the next round with a potentiality of winning and beating others. If you take out people that you can't beat now, you're screwing yourself over. And I mean, that's all you can really do at this point. I mean, we're getting maybe 4 or 5 votes away from finale. That's as close as it's going to get from here on out. So,
well, what criteria should people be considering for the vote tonight?
I am in no position to tell other people what their criteria is. I know my criteria, and I'm going to keep that to myself. I think that's the better thing for me to do, of course. I don't think I should be telling anybody else who they should take to the end, because that's not for me to say.
Shocker of an answer from this cast. Does somebody else want to answer that question?
I got some interesting information not too long ago about one of the players in the game, and so I think people should definitely be knowing that people look at more than just you in the game here on the upfront. People look into your histories and what your histories are. And I didn't realize that until just recently, which is quite interesting for me. Anyways, I don't know.
You just said a lot without telling me anything, which is my experience for the last 2 weeks. Any chance you want to elaborate on what you just said?
I think that the vote tonight is going to be interesting, and the conversations that were had with me with certain people, they should really think about them.
Okay, so you're doing nothing for me, but you're obviously talking to other people who I don't know. I would say from tonight, it's possible that we actually have more votes cast, 7, than we did at the last Crossroads, which was 6, because 2 tokens were played. 3 people received votes. So not only are you all keeping me in the dark, I have no idea who's going home every night, but it seems like you're doing a very good job of keeping each other in the dark, where people feel vulnerable enough and votes are being cast out like that. So maybe it doesn't do any good right now for me to dwell on who are you all voting and why are you voting. Let's change the topic to the jury. So I'll ask Olivia, as we get to the end of the game, we will be handing this over to the jury. What do you think at this point this jury is looking for in a winner on this season?
mean, I think it depends on the person. I can't say that like all of them think the same thing because each jury member is different. Some of them are more bitter, and they take personal things into account. Just looking at like the actual show, not necessarily this. And like some people care more about like gameplay, and they don't care if like you screwed them over as long as they played a good game. So I think it really depends on the person. Like there's no clear answer.
Mike, how about yourself? If you're on the jury.
Yeah, for me, it is about gameplay. I think that the people that can outlast with the most challenges ahead of them, I think for me are like the better players because they were able to come back from the bottom or shift different scenarios so that they could get to the end. So the people that have been on the bottom are probably the people that I'm looking at, the underdog story. Those are the people that I want to see win this game.
All right, so does anybody else have anything they'd like to add? Anybody want to pitch their case before we vote?
I guess I just want to ask Olivia, because I didn't get a chance to talk to you. What's going on? Like what are you saying that I need to know about? Because I don't understand what's happening.
Can you elaborate on that? Like, what do you mean? What am I saying? Yeah.
Like, what did you tell Danielle about what happened between you and me?
Okay, I honestly think it was a big miscommunication because...
I think so too.
Yeah, because what I said the other day, I guess it was just yesterday, was I have no evidence that it was Danielle that voted for you. I just made one comment in a room that, like, maybe it was her because she was the only one that didn't hold up a piece of paper that said Carl on it. But, like...
Right. And that's what I told Danielle. But what did you tell Danielle?
I heard that you made it, that you like twisted it and made it seem that I I confirmed that it was Danielle. Okay.
Nope. That's not what I said. I said that you came to me out of concern that you saw everybody show their vote and that the only person that didn't show their vote was Danielle and that you were concerned that Danielle voted for me. And I confronted Danielle about that, and then you completely denied the whole conversation.
I did not deny the whole conversation. I admitted that we had that conversation. All I said was that I didn't tell... Oh my God, now I'm getting so mixed up. I didn't deny that conversation. I promise you that. All I said was that I had no clear evidence that it was Danielle that voted for you. All I had was that piece of paper thing.
On that respect, Olivia, when I asked you that, you said that you didn't say that.
That I didn't say what?
You didn't say that that I voted Mike. That you told Mike that or whatever. However that is. What he just said.
I admitted that I had that conversation with him about the piece of paper. I didn't say that I had any evidence that you were the one that voted for him.
But isn't that the evidence?
I mean,
isn't that you providing evidence of that exact thing?
But it's someone could have also had two pieces of paper. You know what I mean?
And they did, and that happened. But that person also was honest about what happened.
Okay, and now I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm just confused why you would make me look like a liar and a bad guy in a situation that I was just trying to get to what was I was the one that was voted for. I was just trying to figure out what happened, and you lied.
Did not try and make you look like a bad guy.
Okay.
I was just talking. There was just a miscommunication.
I believe that. I'm just letting you know how I felt through.
I'm sorry.
And then I never got a chance to talk to you.
I know, and I wanted to talk to you, but it just seemed like every time I wanted to talk to you, the room was full.
Not true, but okay.
Okay, I guess I'm getting votes tonight.
No, I didn't say that. I just wanted to know what was going on because I didn't get a chance to talk to you.
Okay, well, I really did not mean to throw you under the bus. I think it was genuinely a big miscommunication with what happened.
I mean, I got through into that conversation too. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've heard my name in that conversation. I confronted Danielle, like, yeah, like we were talking about, yeah, Danielle didn't have a paper, but doesn't mean, like, you know, she had a verbal vote. And then, like, to Olivia was saying, what if someone had 2 different papers? I had the 2 same papers, by the way, just to clear that out. But like, people could have also had 2 different papers. So I don't think Olivia or I were trying to say that Danielle was the Mike vote. Let's just say that. Let's clear that out.
I don't understand what your purpose for even bringing it up was then.
I don't
I'd like
know.
to say
like,
that. Go for it.
Like, who cares? Who cares? Like,
Right,
know you
I
guys are
didn't
trying to-
care until I was made to feel like a liar.
But no one made you look like a liar. No one said, "Oh, Mike said." I didn't say anything. I didn't say that you were saying, "Oh, Mariana said." Like, who cares at this point?
I just know what I know from my perspective, and I was being made to look like a liar, that I wasn't telling the truth.
All right, Joshua, you wanted to jump in?
Yeah, I want to say with all this liar stuff, it doesn't matter who's right or wrong. There's still somebody lying. There's actually 2 people lying, because I'm pretty confident that I didn't vote. I know that for sure, and I'm pretty confident Carl did not vote. So there was 2 other votes that weren't Carl in that mix. So there's 2 people in here that are lying. I don't know who they are, and it's not going to affect my vote tonight because I've already decided. What they've been discussing just now, it has no effect on me because I still don't know who was my vote, who was Mike's vote. I don't care at this point. We've already talked about this. I've already got a mindset of what I'm doing tonight, and I'm hoping that the people I've talked to stick to the plan. I know that's a cursed phrase, but let's uncurse it.
I mean, on this show, we really do love Keith Nail. So anytime somebody says stick to the plan, we celebrate it. Anybody else want to throw anything out there and follow Mike's lead? Because that is the kind of thing I'm looking for at Crossroads.
I just wanted to be able to talk to Olivia, and I didn't get a chance.
Great, this is a perfect place to talk. Like, you want to talk to somebody? I guarantee they'll be at Crossroads. Just wait till Crossroads the next time, and they'll be there, and you guys can talk whatever you want at Crossroads. Great. Anybody else have anything they'd like to add? Okay, Bambi has individual exemption tonight. Are you keeping it?
Oh, hell yes.
Okay. Bambi is keeping individual exemption, so you may not vote for Bambi tonight. You can vote for anybody else. It's now time to vote, so let's go vote. Okay, I've received all of the votes. If you have a hidden advantage that you'd like to play, now is the time to do so.
I'm gonna play my compass tonight because I feel like everyone's gonna be using it against me up until the end of the game, so I'm just gonna get rid of it so people can stop playing me.
Okay, so you're playing your compass for yourself.
Yes.
Okay. Mariana does have a compass. Any votes cast for Mariana tonight will not count.
Josh, how you feeling?
I did what I was supposed to do, so I think
I did as well.
Good.
Okay.
I think we're good, yeah.
What were you guys supposed to do?
I mean, like, are we trying to play an advantage or are we continuing Crossroads?
Nope.
Oh gosh. My heart's racing. I have anxiety because of you guys.
Okay. So, nothing else? All right. I will read the votes. Tonight we have 7 votes. Our first vote is for Mariana. It does not count. Our second vote is for Olivia. Our third vote is for Joshua. Our fourth vote is for Mike.
Holy shit.
Our fifth vote is for Mike. That's 2 Mike, 1 Joshua, 1 Olivia, 2 votes left. Our sixth vote is for Olivia. That's 2 Olivia, 2 Mike, 1 Josh, 1 vote remaining. Our 7th vote and next member of our jury is Olivia. Olivia, do you have any final words for your party?
I knew it was coming.
Great game, Olivia.
Sorry, girl. Hey,
Sorry,
we gotta
Olivia.
do it. So
No, it's
sorry.
fine.
Great game.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry, Olivia, your expedition has come to an end. Everybody else, you can jump back to camp.
Woo! Woo! I escaped that by the skin of my teeth. Wow. Like I'm so excited that like I was part of that moment.
It was such a crazy vote. Like it could have went any way. So honestly, like I was really thinking of saving my compass, but like at the same time, I just knew everyone was going to continue like telling me that I have it and using that as, you know, a number to get rid of me. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like I didn't. I mean, I know I just said it's nice that I saved myself, but honestly, at the end of the day, and now I kind of wish I saved it.
Olivia, we had a thing where we put our hair up, and that meant to vote Josh. So I thought we were switching to Josh, and I voted Josh instead of Mike. And they both obviously voted Mike, which is my fault, and that sucks. But Olivia was a very dangerous player. She is super, super smart. Having her on the jury isn't a bad thing for me at this point, especially me not being one that voted her out.
I knew that it was Mike, Josh, and David that voted me out just because of they were all clapping and cheering when I got voted out. And honestly, like, I could look at it as just guys being dicks, but I thought it was a compliment because it means that I'm a threat, and it means that those guys were like scared of me and how I play. So I feel like that's pretty flattering.
And with that, day 12 wraps up, and I think Chantel would be very happy because tonight ended in fireworks. Olivia does go home, a 3-1 vote, with Mariana's vote being burned because she burned her compass. A lot to talk about here. Carl, what's your main takeaway from Crossroads and the night in general?
Well, Danielle is messy. Like, we've all been like trying to predict when her lies are gonna catch up to her, and apparently it's still not catching up to her. People are just barely mentioning her name. Meanwhile, everyone working with Danielle is getting screwed over. She is messy.
And I think it's starting to catch up to her now because everybody, especially Josh, she's voted for Josh twice in a row now, and he's getting suspicious. And I think post Crossroads here, she's starting to get flustered a little bit. Jess, any thoughts on Danielle or anybody else that's left in the game? Our final 6 now. We're down to 6.
Yeah, David and Bambi and Mike were all talking, and they're all super suspicious of Danielle right now. She is number 1 on their radar, and they are already looking to get her out next time. So it's finally catching up to her, but it will be interesting to see if and when she decides to play her compass, because that could foil all of their plans.
Right, she's the last one with a compass. We still have the 2 halves out there, obviously, but
no one has any idea. Like, whereas the fact that Marina had a compass and so many people were suspecting it has completely. People don't even remember that Danielle went to Serena Peak like a few days ago, and so right now no one has any ideas. I do believe, so, however, that if Danielle were to play her compass, let's say tomorrow, then this would be an incentive for finally the 2 halves to come together to try to foil whatever plan she's trying to orchestrate. So it's going to be interesting to see how the remaining advantages impact the game moving forward.
Yeah, someone could potentially get very screwed by a double compass play.
Yeah.
No, last thought on Danielle, and then we can move on. But is her game entering that point where her lies are going to catch up to her at some point? Everybody on the jury's kind of been burned by her. Is she a goat that you take to the end? I mean, is she somebody you take to the end confidently thinking that you could beat her?
You know, she has to be doing something right. Like, how does she maintain this for so long? She's doing something right, no?
Yeah. No, that's true. I mean, she's obviously doing something right. She made final 6, which is an accomplishment in and of itself. Okay, moving on. I want to talk about Josh a little bit. So Josh was the other kind of swing vote here. He was playing both sides, got some good information from Olivia. got some good information, obviously, from the people that he voted with. He was on the side of voting Olivia out. Made Olivia feel very confident, but at the end of the day, she got voted out, and he clapped when she got voted out. He celebrated. He might have a lot of answers, or a lot of questions rather, to answer if he makes it to the final, because he, too, like Danielle, has burned a lot of bridges. Well, with that, I think we can tie a bow on day 12 here. It was electric, and hopefully the fireworks can continue as we move along within the last few episodes here. So for Jess and Carl, my name is Sam Donovan, and like I said, this was day 12 of Expedition Online Glacier Bay. Thanks for watching.
I have a really hard time trusting you, so I have to vote you out. Mariana. I don't know who to vote! Left or right? Shit! This is so hard. I vote Joshua.
I really hope this is what's actually happening, but I have a stinking feeling that I might be on the wrong end of the votes. We shall see.
Olivia, I think this is smart. I think this is a big brain. And as far as puzzles go, you're probably going to kick our ass later, so I know the end game usually is puzzle heavy, so I figured this is just a better chance for me to hopefully go on a win streak and make it to the end as we get down in numbers. I'm really, really just hoping that everybody else is sticking to the plan and that, I think that's all that needs to be said.
I'm gonna vote for Mike. I'm gonna hope that the people that said Mike also will vote for Mike. But yeah, sorry, Mike. It's either you or me.
That was fun. Sorry, Olivia, that it had to be you that ended up with the fireworks, but I don't understand what happened and what transpired between you and Danielle. But I am voting for you simply because I felt good with you, and I didn't like how that all kind of went down. Also, I'm hoping that Mariana plays her compass if she's got one. She also said she was going to play her token. So I'm just throwing the vote on you because it makes the most sense to save myself.
You are such a snake.
My favorite Shane. Oh, I almost blanked on who I was supposed to vote for a sec. Hold up. Oh gosh. Okay, I think I got it now.